Hello, everybody. I remembered to turn on the microphone today. How's everybody doing? Looks like we got Christy and Lisa, Lauren, Missy, Francis, June Wayne, Tiffany, Dorothy. I keep forgetting you're Dorothy and not Darcy. You guys excited for the show? I remembered to turn the light on, so hopefully you guys can see everything. Eva's here. Mariah. Hello, Mariah. Darcy. That's cute. We'll have to start calling you Darcy then. Well, we're waiting for everybody to come on. I thought we'd touch on a few things from last week since my light was not so good. You guys remember Fragilis? See how the weird leaves on this guy? He's pretty cool, huh? I like cool and unusual things. How about a mutant pepper? Always forget the camera's backwards. Can you see him? He has filiform leaves, is what those are called. Thank you, Lauren. I put one up this morning, but forgot to do another one a couple before the show started. This is a mutant pepper, filiform leaves, or pine needle leaves. Oh, like I said, I like weird, unusual things. How about this guy? I didn't show him yet. This is a Matapino. Later in the show, we'll be talking about Matt Peppers and all that he has to offer. This is one of his peppers, hence the name Matapino. Like I said, I like strange, unusual things. I think that's the only stuff I have in the house that's strange and unusual. I love variegated. This guy here is called Dreamcatcher. Can you see the variegated in him? Most of the Dreamcatchers were made by Agus. I think I mentioned him last week. Linda's here. Hi, Linda. Oh, I got dirt all over my computer. All right. We'll be giving some prizes away today. So don't forget to enter hashtag pepper. There we go. Hashtag pepper. Okay. Falcon in the Garden. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, Gina. Who did I miss? Anybody? Missy? All right. I had a YouTuber who won our prize last week and didn't know how to get a hold of anybody. Uh, we belong to a group called Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap. It's everything peppers. We're on Facebook, of course. It's a very drama-free pepper group. That's the problem with a lot of a pepper group now is so much drama. We do what we do games. We do Seedy Saturday, where you can ask for seeds. We don't allow asking for seeds through the group, but you can do it on Saturdays. Monday, we offer Mini Dwarf Monday, where you can say, I'm looking for this dwarf, looking for that dwarf. We do a stamp game, and I don't remember what else. So join us over on Facebook, Pepper Collectives, Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap. Oops. Lauren, I'll forever have dirt in my keyboard. Hi, Kim. Kim Wallace is here. Happy Pepper Day. What else? Here we go. I forgot about this. Last week we mentioned the Pepper Can Challenge. Lonnie Atkinson is the king of the Pepper Can Challenge. Basically, you get a can and you put some pepper seeds in it and you grow it in a can. I always kill mine every single time. Hang on. This is my little Pepsi can. I think I brought it out last week. I got two in there. It's time for one of them to go. Ironically, this is Matapino times Nymphadora, and there is no variegation on this. It should be full of variegation. Oops, let me turn the tag around. See it? Forget it's always go backwards. So it's just something fun. I always kill mine. They do great, and then halfway through, I kill them. But Lonnie is the king. Look at those peppers. They're beautiful. I think I got one more slide of his. Check those out. Aren't those cool? Dorothy's actually doing a pepper can challenge in the group. I don't see why you couldn't still join. All you gotta do is get a can, cut the top off, poke some holes in the bottom, put some soil in it, and drop some seeds in there. She's also doing a vessel, any kind of vessel. Mine's a small Pepsi can, so mine would fall under that. The pepper can challenge is 12 to 24 ounces. So, yeah, aren't those cute? Just something different, challenge. I don't know, something to do in the winter. Okay. Oh no. Started 6 different varieties and lost 2, restarted. Well, at least you have seeds to restart. All right. I thought I would start off with starting how to start peppers. Oops. Hi, Lisa. Falcon in the Garden. I don't know what the Manapino Shijistu tastes like. That's the one I killed last year, so I have not tasted that one yet. Um, and I was going to give some seeds away for that one, but I need my seeds, so I can't give that one away. Because actually started them this time. Hang on. I actually started the Matapino Shishistu, which is, you can see my fingers. Oop, get up there. Anyway, these right here, where my fingers are, and as you can tell, none of them are variegated. So I have to restart them. I had one that was beautiful variegated like Lonnie's, and it was gorgeous, but I killed it. So yeah, I don't know what they taste like. Linda Whitaker started Violet's Blue in her can. That's that's a gorgeous pepper plant too. Gene Peppers is here. Hi, Gene. Yes, hit the like button, please. You can even subscribe too. Yay! All right. So I thought we'd talk about how I start seeds. It's not the only way, might not be the right way, but this is how I do it. Um, have some mutants going during the winter. That's all that made it. Well, at least you have some. It's all, yeah, we're forcing them to grow inside, so it's all, you can't get too upset about it because you're forcing them inside. All right. This is the way I do it. It's not the only way. So we'll go from there. Ask any questions. I'll try not to go too fast. Um, I like these little trays. I got them on Amazon. I think there's $14 for what it says there, 10, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 of them. They come with two parts. That's what's growing in here. You have the bottom, and then you have the clear. More dirt on the computer. um, I also start them. Whoop, that's just another picture of me putting them together. I also start them in regular six packs. That's a 10 20 tray, a regular seed starting tray. And then you get those black, cheap six packs, and you can start them in there too. If I'm starting my plant sale, I need a whole bunch of seeds. I use these instead of the little ones. Okay. Don't forget about #peppers. Ellie has joined the chat. I had to feed her early because 5 o'clock is her supper time, and last time I missed her supper time, so she was mad. Um, Hello, Leslie. I get my supplies for these at Greenhouse Mega Store online. And Linda, we will get to that. Linda's asking how to use a dome and a heat mat. We will get to that. That's later down the road. The reason I go here is because I love these trays. Um, and no, Tiffany, I do not soak my seeds. These are extra heavy duty trays. No more picking up a tray with soil and being wet and all your seedlings and it crack in half. Uh, Ellie might fire me. She might. She's probably wondering who I'm talking to again. And then the 6 packs are just normal 6 packs. If you go on there, the inserts are called 1206. That fits perfectly in a 1020 tray. You can get, typical. This is a typical 72 cells. You can get. There's different cells, bigger 6 packs or 9 packs or 12 packs or whatever. Um, I just like these trays. Um, they're super heavy duty. I'm tired of the ones that you pick up and they break. So if I do buy these trays, I buy those extra heavy duty ones. I also have a bunch of 6 packs and trays from Bootstrap Farmer. These I love, love, love. These will last forever. You take care of them. But they are pricey, very, very pricey. Uh, excuse me. Here is a breakdown of those. The 6 packs aren't too bad. They're like $1 each. But the trays are, I can't see that. I should have wrote it down, but they're like $5 a piece, something like that. But they are very, very pricey. But they'll last forever. Uh, the only thing I did find out, like sitting out in the hoop house out in the sun, that the colors do fade. Um, but they are, as Francis said, they are worth it. And I'm by no means sponsored by these people. This is what I use. You know, uh, you know, do you? You know. There's nothing wrong going to the box store and buying this set. Um, all your box stores have these. I'm sure Dollar General has them. Um, but I don't like the peat pots. They just dry out too fast for me. But to each his own. Some folks do great with them. I don't like them. I don't have good luck with them. Yes, they are. Hey, Earl's here. How you doing, Earl? New pepper started here in the north. You got that hoop house. Make it work, man. Make it work. So anyway, you can find these trays at any big box store, probably Walmart. Uh, exactly, Linda. Don't like peat pots. Spock in the Garden says the Bootstrap Farmer trays last forever. I don't know. I think there's 8 of them in here right now. Soil. I use Pro Mix soil. I use the blue and the black bag. Uh, good luck finding it. Some Home Depots carry it. Um, not all of them. Menards. I don't know if you guys have Menards where you are. Menards used to carry it, but they discontinued it. So the only place I can find it is at Home Depot. Now, there's a Home Depot 6 miles down the road from me, and they don't carry it. But if I go 20 miles down the road, that one does. I'm trying to root out cubes for peppers this year. Root riot cubes for peppers this year. Is that a brand name? Anyway, don't get the Pro Mix that says HP on it or BP. Um, First of all, it's like $65 a bag. Um, the blue and white, or I'm sorry, the blue and black bag is bad enough. It's like $30 a bag. You can find these pinky red bales, which are smaller than the blue bale, and I've used those in a pinch, but you're not getting the same cubic foot. Lauren says that Ashley from Gardening in Canada was talking poorly about peat pots during the show. Not a good option for things that need to be in the pot for a long time. They dry out. Yes, that's my problem. They dry out really, really bad. Sorry. Francis lucked out and found the big bales at a discount place last year that sells damaged bags. $20 a bag for the HP. Wow, that's a good deal. It's a real good deal. I went to Home Depot maybe last month. They had the whole gardening section like blocked off, and there was like a sheet of ice out there. I had to like really like ice skate just to go get a couple bales, and of course they're frozen. So I had to bring them home and throw them in the greenhouse and let them dry out. uh, all right. The reason I don't use the HP or the BP is because they have micro in them, and micro is a fungi that attaches to the roots and helps the roots grow. And seedlings don't need that. Now you can add this stuff when you pot up from the 6 packs to a bigger pot. Um, but your seedlings don't need any micros. They all they need is heat, light, and moisture. That's all they need. So it's kind of doesn't serve the purpose of buying the micros. Root riot. They are like little sponges that fit in the seed inserts. They come lightly damp, meant to help with air water balance and biodegrade over time. That's interesting. I'll have to look that up. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Jamie, we will get into the Fox Farms. Uh, all your seedlings need is a basic seed starting mix. They don't need potting soil. They don't need gardening soil. Um, Half the time when people start the seeds, they use the wrong soil. They just need a light, fluffy, airy, good seed starting mix. You can also go and get a bag of this if you don't need a big, huge bale. This is good stuff. Chippy starting mix. You can find this at any of the big box stores. I'm not sure if like Dollar General carries it or not, but anything that says a seed starting mix you want. You don't want garden, like I said, potting soil, gardening soil. Even though Pro Mix is a potting soil, but it's light and fluffy enough and has enough peat in it that gives the roots room. Okay. If you're joining us, don't forget hashtag pepper. This is one of my setups. It's a 5-tier wire shelf. I have lights hanging from it. Don't mind the house plants up top there. Yeah, that's my other one. And as you can tell, I'm a very good at houseplant guy too. uh, I know it's a pepper show, sorry. It's hard to control these comments. They won't scroll up. There we go. It's okay to use a seed starting mix in the can. I use that Pro Mix for everything, including the can challenge. Um, when you're doing the can challenge, you're going to have to feed. Um, that's what Lonnie says anyway. Lonnie says he's almost like feeding every day when I talked to him last time. So you can use Pro Mix because, again, you're going to end up feeding anyway. What do you feed them? Let me find. Yeah. This is what I use to feed my peppers and my tomatoes. But you don't use this stuff until they get uh, what 2, 3, 4 true leaves. So, and you use very little at first, and you work them up into. There's directions on the back. I'm up to 4 teaspoons per gallon. It's easier to transplant to sponge means you don't touch the plant. I'll have to look those up. I'm kind of quite curious about those now. We will be talking about lights in just a few minutes. I'm trying not to go too fast. I'm trying to stretch this out for a while. Oh, Dorothy. Thank you, Dorothy. It's best to use a starter mix only on the top and get the seed started, not on the bottom if some nutrients are needed. You can do that as well. Excuse me. You're still going to need to feed them, though. That's with any. Hey, Will. Will's here. Even when like you're like I grow a lot of peppers outside in 5-gallon buckets and grow bags and stuff. After a while, all the nutrients in the soil just runs out the bottom. So you gotta feed them out there too. All right, so this is what I use for all my plants starting. Um, I do have a hoop house. I don't know um, if my computer will reach out there. I was kind of thinking today maybe I could do a show out in the hoop house, although there's nothing out there right now. It's all dead. My heater died and froze everything. But this is what I start my seeds in the house and on these racks, and then when they get big enough, and it's warm enough, I take them out to the hoop house when they get nice and big. Do you start your hot peppers at the same time as your sweet peppers? I do. However, uh, and I don't know. The seed packet for sweet pepper says 6 to 8 weeks from your last frost date, and I'll show you how to figure that out too. Hot peppers, some say 10 weeks. Um, so a lot of guys start them with their sweets. A lot of guys start them sooner uh, than their than their sweets because supposedly they take longer. Hot peppers can take longer to germinate. They can take up to 30 days to germinate. Hello, Mandy. Welcome to the show. If you guys are just joining, don't forget to hit pound pepper or hashtag pepper. I still call it a pound. Is that showing my age? All right, so instead of having a bunch of tables, I'm going vertical instead of horizontal. That's all it is. I like these wire racking because I can hang my lights on them. Uh, and I'll show you all that here in just a sec. For some reason, we're not there. We go. These are the racks I use. Uh, Big box store again. Um, I did get them at Aldi one time, but Aldi's is kind of one of those places where you see it and you don't grab it. It's not going to be there when you go back. So I like these just because they're wired. I can hang things from them, like my lights, my thermostat for my seed mat, fan, stuff like that. They come in 48-inch, 30-inch. I like the 48s because my seed mat's 48 inches wide. And also, you can get 4 trays across them. So when you grow a lot of stuff, you got to use all the space you can. But there's nothing wrong with a table either. You just got to get lights on your plants as soon as they germinate. Putting them in a window does not really work, especially when you have a lot of them. Will says that's what he uses too. Lights. This is what I use. Only because I work for Harbor Freight and I get a discount. I use cheap LED lights. Um, this one's a 10,000 lumen. This guy will burn the plants if it's too close. When I first started out, I was using regular cheap fluorescent lights that you get at a big box store. Cost $10.99 plus the bulbs. All depends who you talk to. You have to have the magic grow lights and sunshine lights and all that. This is what works for me. I don't. I'm not going to argue about lights. Uh, this is what I use. Sean Marie's here. Hello, Sean Marie, and welcome. So I use one of these per shelf. They come with chains, and I'll explain that here in a few minutes. Or I was using these. These are 5,500 lumen, and I use 2 per shelf. Again, they come with chains. If you're just joining us, make sure you hit hashtag pepper for prizes later on. And again, you can use any light you want. It does. I'm just trying to make the point that it doesn't have to be those expensive, big grow lights. Um, are my plants getting the best light they can? I don't know. I don't seem to be. I don't. They don't seem to be not doing anything for me. I still keep adding the same lights you showed me to buy 2 years ago, Ken. I love them. So yeah, um, I did buy a couple grow lights for my house plants. I got these right on Amazon. I didn't know how the house plants would do under the peppers. I'm new to house plants. This is my first winter without actually killing them. um, but I wanted to show a grow light. This is what they look like. They're supposed to uh, mimic, daylight outside. Lee Samuel, what's up from UK? What's up? What kind are they? Hello, Matthew. I was wondering who that was. I can't read my slide, but the name should be on there for the lights. Hang on, let me scroll back up. You gotta have your mouse in the right spot to scroll up and down these comments. I can't read what kind they are, but it's on the slide there. Oh, sorry. Hang on, let me get my phone. No, oh, yep. Let me get my phone. I'll look them up for you. Hang on. These are Sunco. I bought these August 17th of this year. Sunco lighting, 4-foot LED grow light with indoor plants, 40-watt, full spectrum, hanging suspended fixture, linkable, which means you can plug them in each other. For the pair of them, it's $69.99, and they're 8% on sale right now. So hurry, hurry. All right. So as I mentioned, the chains. So I went to the hardware store and I bought a bunch of these little S hooks, and that's how I suspend my lights. Uh, Now the lights need to be just a few inches off the top of your lights. So if they're seedlings, you need to have them. Hey, Neil's here. So when they're seedlings, the lights need to be lower. However, stick your hand under there, and if it seems hot, it's going to be hot to the seedlings. You don't want them too low, and you don't want them too high. If you have them too high, you get the opposite effect. Your seedlings are going to stretch and be leggy. Okay, does that make sense? So I use this S hook to hook the chains to the bottom of the wire shelves. And that's the whole reason why I like these wire shelves. And if you're joining us, make sure you hit hashtag pepper. All right, for tabletops, this little black magic is awesome. Too bad it's discontinued. You can't buy it no more. Lauren and I were looking yesterday. They do have Arrow Garden has one, but it's quite pricey. This black magic was not that price when we bought it. um, but that's what one of those look like. I think Lauren has a whole bunch on her table in the background when you watch her video about microdors. Um, so yeah, you can't get this guy no more. What I've done in the past is I just built a 2x4 frame and set it on top of the table and hung a regular light from it, 4 feet wide, and just hung light from that. I tore that down a long time ago, or else I would show you a picture of it. When to start seeds seems to be a good question. Okay. So, first thing you need to do is find out what USDA hardiness plant zone you are. And just go on Google and type in your hardiness zone for your zip code. Okay, I'm 6A. Then go to Google and say, hey, Google, when is my last frost date? Average last frost date. I should stress average. And it should give you an answer like this. And I think AI and Google is on crack because April 1st, April 21st is middle of winter still here. I think they're changing the zones. Uh, you know what? Let me go back real quick. I forgot to mention that Black Magic light is on eBay. Uh, so if you're an eBay fan, they're on there like $60, $70. I think they were. But that's the only place I could find them yesterday. All right, back to this. So yeah, I don't know. I think they're on crack. My last average frost date is May 15th. There has been for years. And some years it's warmer than others, and I can start early. Some years we get frost in June, So before I plan out, I usually watch the long range forecast on my phone, on national, what is it, the Weather Channel. Uh, if I think it's good enough, no sign of frost, I'll plan out. Becoming grain stalker. Welcome to the show. Um, so that's how you find out your zone. Um, I lost my thought. Um, so yeah, my last average last frost is May 15th. Before it's been warmer sooner, sometimes you get frost in June. So watch the long range forecast. And I usually plan out, that's the thought I had. I usually plan out a Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day weekend is what I plan out. So if you look at the back of a seed packet, it'll say 6 to 8 weeks for a sweet pepper, right? So my average last frost date is May 15th. So I have it circled there. All right. And actually, I want my plants ready for May 8th. Why May 8th? Because that's the Carlisle plant swap. So I want to take some plants to Carlisle and swap some plants. What is the Carlisle swap, you ask? We went over a little bit last week. Lauren has set up a plant swap in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. She lives in New Jersey. Jen Joy lives in West Virginia. That's the halfway point. So they meet there outside at a park pavilion and just have some friendly talk about plants and seeds and swap plants. I have not been to the plant swap yet. I did go to the seed swap tomato tasting last year. Excuse me, can't talk all of a sudden. So I want my plants ready for May 8th. So I'm going to work backwards from May 8th, and that's what the numbers are. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 weeks. Or if you want to do the 6 weeks, you can do the 6 weeks. And that's how you find out when you start your plants. So I'm going to start my plants on March 13th. Now, if we use what they say about 10 weeks for super hots, we're going to. Oh no, did you lose sound? Can everybody else hear me? Hopefully it's not on my end. The mute button's not hit. So let me pull up a calendar here. So 10 weeks out would be February 27th for super hots. So wherever that's worth, that's how you tell when you can. Thank you. You guys can hear me. That's how you can tell when you start your seeds. You find your average last frost date, and then you work backwards from there. That's with any seed, tomato seeds, any seed really. As long as you have, 6 to 8 week window that they tell you about, then you can figure out how to work backwards. So I always use the March 15th as my average last frost date. And then I usually have my plant sale in May too, around Mother's Day. So I try to have all my plants done by then. All right, great. Sounds working. All right. Any questions on that? Did I go too fast on that? Again, if you're joining us, don't forget #Pepper. Win some cool prizes at the end. All right. This is how I start seeds. I did this yesterday. If this is boring, monotonous to you pros out there, I apologize. This is how I do it. What fans do I use? I use a little clip-on fan. You can use a box fan or a pedestal fan. I'll be going over that as well. So what I do is I fill up this little 12-pack with soil. You want the soil moist, but not sopping wet. This soil here is dry because it's out in the hoop house. I did fill the bottom of the tray up and let it soak, but it still needs a little more. So anyway, fill the tray up and then use your fingers or thumb and push it down, get the air pockets out, and fill up again. Does that make sense? Then I take a pencil, or in this case a marker, and I poke holes about 1/4 inch down. Doesn't have to be, specific. They're seeds. I didn't get a tape measure out and make sure they're exactly 1/4 inch. All right. So the picture on the left, there's some seeds in there. How many seeds you put in a cell? That's totally up to you. Me, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, however many I want. All depends what I'm doing. Like some of the match pepper seeds we're going to talk about later, I put a whole bunch in there because they're F2 plants and they're going to need to be called. So what I do is I drop my seeds in, and then I have a bottle of water. It's kind of like a ketchup bottle you find in a restaurant. And I drop a couple drops of water in there. If you like hockey, I guess the U.S. women are killing the Swiss in hockey. So I dropped a couple drops of water in there, and then the soil around the hole, I backfill with that. And then I might put a couple of drops of water on top of the soil. All depends how dry or moist it is. Again, you want the soil moist, not wringing wet. Okay? And then all depends what you're doing next. If you're going to make that whole tray one variety, then put a tag in it. If you're not, and you're going to make each cell a different variety, stop what you're doing and put a tag on it, because you will not remember what seed is what. always tag. And if you're moving, from a seed tray to a 3.5-inch pot or to a 1-gallon pot, always move the tag with the plant. Don't ever move a seedling without moving a tag. That's how you get, what is this? Does that make sense? So I finished my tray. And these happen to be varieties we'll be talking about today, by the way. I put a dome on it. Okay. And if you need a garden marker, I don't know if you can see that right there, but it's called garden marker. You can find them on Amazon. That is the best marker around. I have tags out in the garden in the weather elements. And yeah, you can still read the tags. All right. And when you're all done, it goes on your seed mat. Now, my lights are on for other reasons, but you do not need lights until your peppers sprout. I do leave my lights on because, one, it adds heat, and two, I work, so I might not be home when these things sprout. And if you don't put lights on them right away, that's how you get leggy plants, like leggy seedlings. So that's what I do there. And this is that same one. I don't know if you can see the condensation on there. Yeah, it smells nice. They're quite wet too. So what I might do sometimes is take the dome off during the day and let these dry out a little bit. Can you see that? There you go. Hold it back a little bit. Hey, more dirt on the keyboard and water. Hold on. That's why they're wet. There's too much water in there. Emergency, emergency. Water everywhere. That's why they're wet. I forgot I filled it up with water. Everybody still there? I just ran my towel across the keyboard lightly. Sorry about that one. To dump that water out before I forgot. So I'm going to leave this dome off and put it back on the seed mat. So yeah, you can tell I'm no professional. This is all I do. This is what works for me. If you can find better ways of doing it, then by all means do it. Don't water the keyboard. I didn't get too much on there, but it's a little wet. All right. I talked about this a little bit before, a seed mat. Seed heating pad, whatever you want to call it. This is a seed mat. You can get them on Amazon. This one happens to be 4 feet long, 48 inches. You want your seed mat hooked to a thermostat because the thermostats are made to only be 5 degrees warmer than your room temperature. I heat with firewood, so my plant room here is like, I don't know. Well, it happens to be 72 today because it's warmer outside, but normally my plant room is like 65. So that means the seed mat would only heat to 70. And peppers like bottom heat around 80 degrees. So that's where your warmth is. And when I picked up that little tray there to show you, it was nice and warm on the bottom. So this is what I do. This thermostat is programmable. I have it set at 80. I think that picture shows 77 maybe. So that fluctuates with the room temperature too. Sometimes it keep up with it, sometimes it can't. So that's my spiel on seed mats. You can buy a seed mat separate. I think you can only plug one seed mat into the thermostat. So the thermostat plug plugs into the bottom of that thermostat. Then that little thermostat has a little probe that goes down into your soil, and that's how it regulates uh, your your temperature. And then someone mentioned fans. This is what I use. I also have a big pedestal fan out there that goes from side to side. You want to put a fan on your plants to mimic the wind. Your plant, if you don't put any, excuse me, if you don't put any fans on your plants, they will just like fall over because they're not sturdy. The wind makes them 81 degrees. My goodness, that's got to be nice and warm in there. uh, Sometimes it's mine's at 72, and sometimes it's too hot for me. Anyway, if you don't have a fan on your plants, they will like just fall over because they're believe it or not, the wind helps to build up the wall of the plant, the wall of the stem, and make it strong. So you want to duplicate the wind. Doesn't have to be this kind of fan. Like I said, it can be a cheap box fan, one of those oscillating pedestal fans. Um, just you want to mimic the wind. All right. Any questions on anything before we continue on? So that's basically my spiel on starting seeds. Um, we have Grow Cook. Hello. We have 31 folks watching. Heidi, are you rich? All right. We are going to talk about some pepper varieties next. So if you have any questions about the seed starting, um, let me know. Next week, I think we might continue with this subject and do what you do after your seedling comes up potting, like these guys. These guys are in dire need of being potted. So maybe I'll do a video on that and how I do it. All right. If you guys want to see other tips, tricks, other ideas, it's your show. So let me know. Okay. Let me see if I can do this without messing things up. What do you do when you run out of sockets to plug it all in? That's a good question, Dorothy. I use, excuse me, I use those power outlets, surge protectors that have like 6 plugs in them. That's what I use. Harbor Freight has one that has 12 plugs on it. Don't forget to hit hashtag pepper, okay? All right. Let me see if I can switch this over to my. We're going to look at the website and get rid of this other one. What do you think? Power surge thingies. Yep, that's what I used to. Yes. Yes, they have a. I'm pretty sure it's 12. It's pretty long. It's like 3 feet long. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. I would love to see a pot of seedling live. You do not have to be gentle at all. You can just rip them apart. Hang on. See if I can do this without getting soil everywhere. Where's my little doodad for getting the seeds out? Hang on. I lost my digger. I lost my digger tool. Nabbit anyway. I have a little digger tool. I'm gonna push it back just a little bit. Seedlings are really, really tough, including peppers and tomatoes. So I just dug this guy out. Can you see him? And I grab a couple, two, three at a time. Like I'll split this guy in half first. You see that? And then you just gently pull apart. And then you can gently pull them off. You can see the roots on that guy. And just do it again. The roots aren't too bad. And I've messed them up before, and they always come back. Every once in a while, I'll have one that does not. Um, this is Matapino times Peter Pan or Peter, so it's hardly any variegation on that guy. Hang on, let me clean up my mess. So yeah, I'll cover that too. I don't know if I can do it live next week, but there's your live. Did that help? Well, that's an idea. You can wire the rack. Oh, I didn't know Matt didn't ship internationally. I use a small spoon to get them out. Yeah, that's what I use. I used this thing. My other digger I can't find. It's like a miniature shoehorn. I don't know what I did with it. I was moving things around before I came on, so. All right, and you are welcome. This is a Kayla, right? I think I remember you from last year. How do you fertilize when you up pot, and do you do aspirin? I again don't up. I don't fertilize until they get uh, more than. So this is one set of true leaves. Okay, I don't fertilize this until it gets one more set of true leaves. So this guy down here, you can see me moving him. That's a cotyledon leaf. That's the first leaves that come out of the seed shell when it grows. And then if you take those away, you know what? So if you take these guys away, this guy's supposed to be variegated, and he's not, so he's going to get called anyway. That's a set of true leaves. So when it gets one more set of true leaves, that's when I will fertilize, and not right away too. I should mention. Oh, you know what? I didn't put it in the slide. Someone was asking about Fox Farm stuff, soils, Happy Frog, and Ocean Forest. I did not put the slides up because you don't need those when you're just starting seeds. I need another. I need another paper towel. So when I up pot, and I'll discuss this next week too. When I up pot into Happy Frog, Fox Farms Happy Frog, or Ocean Forest. The peppers seem to like the Ocean Forest. My tomatoes, even though Lauren uses it, thinks the Ocean Forest is spicy, which means too hot. Um, but that's what I do, and they're both the same price in my store, so whatever. So when they go from a 6 pack into a 3.5 inch pot, I use Fox Farm, Happy Frog, or Ocean Forest, and then once they get their more true leaves, that's when I start fertilizing. Does that make sense? Uh, and what I'll make a show about that next week. And yes, I do that sometimes too. You just can't help it. Sometimes the roots get intertwined and you'd rip them off. So, and I do not use aspirin. I don't use anything in my soil besides soil and then fertilizer. I don't use calcium, aspirin. You know, am I using the right fertilizer? I don't know. It's working for me. you know, and yes, I do have strength fertilizer first. Let me get my fertilizer. It's right here. So this says again. This is what I fertilize with. Let me see. And by the way, Amazon will ship this. My store ran out, and that's where I got it from Amazon. Let's see. General feeding is 2 teaspoons for every gallon of water. Heavy feeding is 3 teaspoons, and I do 4 teaspoons per gallon of water. And I don't use this every watering. I use this every other watering. And again, I don't do it until they get their true leaves. Okay. I have not used worm castings, Missy, sorry. Well, I can't find them here, and I guess I could have my own, but I don't know where to keep the worms where they won't freeze to death. I have an unheated garage, and I haven't investigated worm farms that far. Okay. All right. Any other questions, concerns, ideas? I'm really surprised Ellie's not in here. How's this? I don't want to turn them too far. These guys are just about ready for our next potting. Look at this guy. See if I can. Can you see the purple in him? This is Dreamcatcher times Black Pearl. This is another cross that Agus made. So this is a 3.5 deep pot. And I'll probably let him go for a while yet. And then I'll move him to a 1 gallon. And he goes out to the hoop house. If you don't know what a hoop house is a greenhouse just made out of poly, steel hoops, and plastic on it. Very, very expensive to heat. Very. Here's one more. I told you I like variegated and weird, unique things. Can you make out the variegation on that? This is Dreamcatcher White. So anything with the name Dreamcatcher is from Agus. He's a breeder over in Indonesia, and he made some beautiful crosses. All right, we ready to look at some pepper varieties? Let me see if I can do this without making you all go away. Whoops. Oh, I made myself go away. Hang on a minute. That was too funny. Did it again. All right. Maybe I can't be on here. Oh, there I go. All right. So I mentioned last week my favorite sweet pepper is Lasia pepper. Oh, I almost forgot. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. This is Matt's Peppers. That's his website. He is having a 20% off sale for the rest of the. He told me until summertime. Matt closes down his shop during the summertime. And that's his website. Oh no. I just moved my background. We'll just have to fix that later. Sorry about that. I'm trying to make it so I can see this on the pepper screen too. There we go. I think my favorite sweet pepper is Lasia. Um, it's a very thick-walled sweet pepper, very yummy. Originally from Ukraine, it's the perfect bell pepper replacement. These also come in yellow and orange, although there are some conspiracies saying that the yellow and orange are the same, so who knows? Let me turn comments back on so I can see them. I ordered Matt's Pepper's experimental bundle. I did too. All right. Speaking of Matt's experimental bundles, let me check my notes here. Yeah, that's my next one. So what she's talking about is Matt created. Matt is a pepper breeder, so he is a genius at pepper breeding, and he created these Matt laboratories. And they are some gorgeous looking pepper plants. These are early Matapino crosses that he created. They're no means stable. All of them are like F2s. And this is what you get in this pack. And actually, I am growing these. In fact, I will be giving some of these away as a prize today. So if you haven't done it already, hashtag pepper. But look at these gorgeous things. If you like variegated. Look at those little peppers, huh? Doesn't tell you which one each one it is, but that's a mutant pepper plant there. Look at the variegation on that. Hmm? See if I can remember how to spell laboratory. Oop. There it is. I ordered number 3 and 4. I might go back on order number 1 and 2 as well. Again, if you do order these, you need to put all the seeds in soil because a lot of them will not come up variegated. Like those ones I shown earlier. These are Matapino times Peter, and there's not showing any variegation. So I will call these and start new ones. But that's what these are in this packet, because these are all F2 seeds. So that means they were just made, so they're very, very unstable. You may get variegation, you may not. In this package, you get the Matapino Shishistu, and that was in Lonnie's can that you saw earlier. So yeah. And I can't see your guys' comments unless I toggle between the two screens. So if I'm ignoring you, I'm not ignoring you. What's in the bundle? I think I just showed that. I'll show it again. Love the variegated. I do too. All right. So what's in the bundles? Somebody asked. Right here. This is a laboratory 3. He has 4 laboratories on here. This is laboratory 3. And $22. That's not a bad price. Did I go through these yet? Look at this purple one. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that guy. I love me some variegated. Those are awesome. Let me go back to the number 4. Somebody was asking what comes in the bundles. And this is what's in number 4. See that all right? My Matapino Nymphadora does not have any variegation either. So I might restart that one as well. And believe it or not, my Matapino Orange Fish doesn't have variegated, which is kind of weird because both those plants are variegated. If you don't know about Matapino, and by the way, he ships Matapino free. He has some crazy artwork. I'm trying to find it. Hang on. There it is. He ships a free pack of Matapino with orders. He used to work at a commercial greenhouse. They were growing jalapenos, and he saw a variegated plant. He saved it and took it home, and he's been growing it for years. And he's made a ton of crosses with it. So that's a story with Matapino. Okay. What time is it? 5:19. We're done good. This Matapino times Sparkler is gorgeous. Look at this guy. I'll be giving away 5 seeds of this today, too. My giveaway for the laboratory seeds will not be all those listed because some of them I need to regrow, and so I can't give away certain seeds, but it'll be surprised what you get. All right. Fireworks, manual cross between Matapino and Sparkler and Garda Fireworks from Angus. He did have some seeds up with crosses from Angus. I guess Agus, sorry, is not doing well and need help with bills, hospital bills, medical bills. So Matt was doing like a fundraiser for Agus. Um, I planted seeds that had common metapeno white leaves, small upright pods. Suggest only keeping the seedlings showing white leaves from the start. So yeah. So basically, when you get seeds of this guy, you want to grow them, and you only want to keep the white leafed ones and cull the rest. And that's what you do when you breed pepper plants. You try to continue these traits on. You don't want to, excuse me, uh, continue with green leaf plants when it should be a white one. Let's see what comments we got here. Just got my orders for match today. I didn't know about the sale until you mentioned it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just started it this week, I believe. Oh yes, when you order from Matt, and I didn't bring anything with me, you get free candy. You get free pepper flakes, um, stickers of his cool artwork. So yeah, you get all kinds of crazy stuff with Matt. Um, yes, that can happen. Jamie says that had variegated plants with only some of the leaves being variegated on a couple of branches. That was my JB Grande. Only like one side was variegated. Now someone told me that you can cut all the green stuff off, and that like forces more. I've never tried that. Uh, I've never tried that. In my opinion, the variegation comes from the genes, not from changing the leaves. You know what I'm saying? Why can't my comments move? How much hotter is the jalapeno than Matapeno? I honestly don't know. I have killed every Matapeno I've grown. I've trying to been growing up for 3 years. Matapenos don't like too much light. That's another trick. Um, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's bad genes. The plant has bad genes, or you know, I've heard other people have problems with them too. So I don't know. And I'm not bad mouthing, Matt and the pepper, by by no means. But I have not tasted one. Just my stupid luck, I guess. Of course, the deer ate all my plants this year, so I guess I can't blame the pepper plants. You know, uh, and yes, Matt does give a ton of free stuff out. We're up to 36 viewers. Thank you guys for joining. All right, what's next on my list? Dreamcatcher. This one's cool. Times Numex. Look at this guy. Isn't that cool? You can tell I'm a variegated guy, can't you? What a beautiful ornamental creation by Agus. Doesn't really give any heat levels or anything. By the way, I did order this today. uh, these next ones I ordered quite a few. Purple gator. Purple gator jigsaw. Look at them monsters. Those cool. Probably way too damn hot for me. Crossed by Titan grower Rocco Maltese. Uh, he's also the grower of all the Roctos. Um, it's a purple variant of the famous Gator jigsaw. Photos don't do it justice. Gnarly bumpy texture, stunning red colors. It goes from deep purple to dark red orange with purple blushing. Plants have dark foliage. Check those out. I don't know if I'd be brave enough to try those. I do have a seed packet, and I'll grow them. You know, maybe I'll get brave and try one. Oh my goodness. See what kind of comments. Oh, there we go. Matapino has medium heat. Super white didn't do well, but my medium white was super productive. Yeah, the whiter they are, the less light they like. I'm not saying they don't like any light, but like on my plant stands, I try to put it off. I have a table next to the one plant stand. You can see kind of see behind me. So I'll set them on that table. So it's at least getting light from the stand, but not directly under the whites. Right? Lauren says, I love how we talk ourselves into ordering things just for doing our show. I did that. Yep. uh, I ordered some seeds from True Love, right? Yeah, True Love seeds for next week's show. All right. What we got next? We got Greg's giant jalapeno. Whoop. Greg went ahead and did a thing. He made a bigger jalapeno. Produces larger than average jalapenos. So I thought that was kind of cool. Never tasted them yet. I just dropped seeds for those today. I'm giving 5 seeds away for these as well, and the purple gator jigsaw that I just showed a few minutes ago. I'll do separate drawings for those. Uh, Midwest Midnight Orange. No, this isn't the one. There's a midway. Yeah, that's it. There's a variegated version of this. That's what it is right there. Purple variegated. I ordered a pack of these too. Or no, I already have these. I did not order these today. Yeah, I got to order stuff for for research. Apparently, these are from Midwest Gardener, and so it's a description, and you can go look at YouTube. And I've never gone and looked at Midwest Gardener. I didn't have time to do it today, so there's really no heat indication of these. But I just thought it was cool. Thought of purple foliage. Let's use some. If you like wild peppers, these are Flexiosum. They are supposedly cold hardy. In fact, I think there's some snow in the picture. Look at Does that not look like snow? Chris Fowler over in UK grows these in his polytunnels, and he supplies heat when they get cold. But he has trees, and literally trees. They're like 7 feet tall of the Flexiosum. It's a wild pepper, tiny little seeds. So there's Gus's nose. Matt had a dog named Gus. Petalosa. Petalosa. This is a cool looking plant. It has double flowers. I guess Agus did a bunch of crosses with this pedalosa. Is that how you say that? Pedalosa. Um, and they're not on the website no more. Like I said, Matt was selling them for them. But look at these flowers. They're double flowered. Double flowers discovered by Missimo Stomio. Sorry for ruining that name. Slow to germinate, very difficult for them to set pods. Be fun to make crosses out of. You can look up that Facebook group and see more on them. But this is what the peppers look like. Well, maybe not. Here we go. They got a little variegation in them. The one on the far left there. So yeah, I ordered, I don't know, 10 different sets of seeds with the petalosa in the name. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I didn't, hopefully I'll have something to show. Oops. Look at some comments. What's the hottest pepper I have eaten? Honestly, don't know. I think I mentioned in my first show, I am not a hot pepper eater. I will not eat a whole pod like those guys on them YouTube channels and stuff. I'm a wuss when it comes to hot peppers. I will dehydrate them and grind them up and put the flakes on, tacos, chili, or whatever, or eighth of a teaspoon at a time. But I couldn't tell you what the last hot pepper was I ate. I try not to eat them too much. I don't know if there's a list of Agus's peppers. Usually anything with Dreamcatcher in the name is from him. I don't know what hot pepper. I definitely won't eat one if there's no milk in the house. I will see if I can find any info on Agus's peppers for the next show. The only way I bought peppers or seeds from him directly is through Messenger. And I think we should respect his privacy right now if he has health issues and not bombard him with a bunch of texts or messages. Um, but again, you do you. It's for research. That's right. It's for research. Oh, I think this is Michael, right? I will post a list of Agus peppers later. I have a ton from Matt and from Agus trying to support. We've grown a bunch this year. I will be too. I have 2 full trays up on my rack with just Dreamcatcher stuff in it. Okay. So I'm just checking the comments. I believe this is Cindy. Welcome to the show. Yes, Cindy C. Kayla, I ordered Midwest Kansas Chaos. I did that today too. uh, uh, Missy's asking, when it says ornamental, does that mean it can be non-edible? Usually, sometimes yes. Sometimes the ornamentals can be bitter. I never taken, like, some say the seeds make the pods bitter. I've never tried taking seeds out of a pepper pod and see if it's a difference. Sometimes the ornamental peppers are so small that you can't help but eat the seeds. Um, so yeah, I guess it depends on variety. Um, yeah, I don't know. Oh, Dorothy has a list of all Agus's seeds for sale. So maybe Agus is taking messages. I don't know. All right, let's go back to the show. So this is Petalosa. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. I'm probably butchering it. Um, I ordered these last time. Sukari? Is that how you say that? Probably butchering that too. Slender fruits to ripen red. They have mild spice that makes them ideal for a variety of applications. Enjoyed best fresh, pickled, anywhere you would use a mild spicy pepper. Don't know what caught my eye on those, but I ordered them. I ordered those last time. Matt Peno times mutant. I ordered this because of. No, what happened? Oh, this isn't the one. That's not the one I ordered. This is the one I ordered. I ordered this because of this. Look how gorgeous that is. And gorgeous. Already crossed mine for Matapeno and a filiform mutant, currently at F3. You will see a wide range of plants when you grow these seeds. Some plants will have the wiry filiform leaves. Some will have white leaves, like a Matapeno. Some will be purple. Others will be plain old green. That will show some of the better examples it's possible to get when you grow these. So it's kind of a roll of the dice. But look at those. Growing any kind of F2, F3 seeds is a roll of the dice. Aren't those gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous. If you're joining us, don't forget about hashtag pepper for some prizes. And Ellie's here. She just snorted at me. She's done. Midwest Fiesta. I think this is the one I was looking at. There's a whole line of this Midwest Fiesta. I didn't know. Just another ornamental. Thought it was kind of cool looking. You can go read up on it at this Midwest Gardener. Oh, this is the one I wanted. I ordered this today. AG Lily. I ordered those today. That's cool. It's kind of like the stripey and all those. I don't know what made me order these. There was something in the pictures that made me order these. Besides a cool looking pod. And maybe that was it. Cross between AG Omnicolor and AG White Fantasy from Eva. I'm going to try to pronounce that. Of Sweden. It's pepper named after her grandmother. Lily was a strong woman, a lot stronger than my chili. Maybe that's why I ordered it. I don't know. I just thought it was a cool pepper. I ordered these today as well. Yellow Monster. Monster-sized bell-shaped pepper. Ultimate stuffing pepper. Thick walls produce a crisp crunch. Make these hold up while to cooking. Peppers ripen yellow and have a sweet bell pepper flavor. So I ordered those today because they're look like they're massive. I don't know. I usually don't grow bell peppers because they're boring. There's all kinds of cool other sweet peppers out there. You know, but right, Linda. She said, "Look at the pods." Enough said on those AG ones, the lily ones. We'll check on this real quick. If you didn't see it last when Lauren was on, Yellow Ding Dong, he still has them in stock. Lauren's graciously giving away seeds again at the end of the show, and these are included in her two winners. We'll get some of these. This is Yellow Ding Dong. Yellow Ding Dong is a great tasting prolific pepper. It puts on loads of 5 to 7 inch long twisted yellow peppers. Have a little bit of bubblegum sweet kind of flavor. Is quick followed up by citrusy, refreshing flavor, mild to medium heat. So there's your dirty pepper for the day. Yellow Ding Dong. Somebody mentioned this earlier. Midwest. KAN. Whoops. Fat finger typing. KAN. Kansas Chaos. F4. I ordered these today too. Oh no, they're out of stock. Good thing I got some ordered. Maybe I got the last one, huh? Well, see how many seeds we get. It's usually 10. Maybe I can share them on once I get them. Oh, that's a cool looking pepper, huh? I didn't even know there was a whole series of these Midwest peppers. I'm going to have to do some investigating on these Midwest gardener. Unfortunately, it's out of stock. Sorry. I wouldn't have showed it. uh, don't forget about hashtag pepper because only got, I don't know, a few more peppers. Mandy says she doesn't have any ding dong peppers yet. I can't believe that's out of stock. Here's another one Midwest. This one's out of stock too. Someone's been shopping today besides me. I just thought this was a cool looking variegated plant. Well, hopefully I'll get my seeds and I can give a couple seeds away. This is sweet shijistu, and it's not. I thought it would be sweet, but is that it? Yeah, a cross between shijistu and Stavar's Creek peppercini. When I first saw the title, I thought it was going to be sweet, but I don't think it's going to be with those crosses. Still a cool looking pepper though. And I did order it, but why not? Oh my goodness. Trinidad. Sweet. These were kind of cool looking. Small is dangerously spicy, but surprisingly sweet with a minor heat. This was quite tasty once my heart rate came down enough to enjoy it. So I ordered them. Kind of cool looking. $38 viewers. You guys are awesome. Stick around for 2 hours. Almost 2 hours. All right, a few more and then we'll give some prizes away, huh? Purple Thunder Gum. I just thought these were cool. And these are a PPG. PPG stands for bubble gum, which stands for the stem, the calyx, which is the little leaves right on top of the pepper plant. That's the calyx. And a bubble gum or PPG means that little leaves are a color of the pepper and not green. As you can see, these calyxes are black, same color as or brown, same color as the pepper. So this is a PPG pepper. Whoops, I keep doing that to myself. Let me get this going again over here. Deep red chocolate purple peppers with a prominent calyx. This is a cross between Purple Thunder and a known PPG7. These peppers are extremely hot. So what I do, I ordered them. Probably won't be tasting them. But they're a cool looking pepper. I like growing cool looking stuff. I've grown this one before. Tangerine Tiger. Just a cool looking bishop hat looking plants. Very detailed origin story of the pepper has been posted here. I'll let you guys go back and look at that later if you want. It's always a cool looking pepper. Two more. And then we'll do some prizes. Yummy orange. Jalapeno looking pepper. Jalapeno shaped peppers that ripen yellow orange. Nice crunch. Great for small stuffers and cooking. Yummy. I ordered those too. And then back to the dirty peppers. There's a monkey nipples big and a monkey nipples small. They kind of look like what was it, guys? The Starburst yellow. What the hell was his name? Ganga Star? Is that his name? He had a lemon burst pepper that kind of looks like that. Small version of the second video for comparison. So that's your bigs. And this is your smalls. Wow. See the smalls on top of the big ones? It's tiny little things. So that is the end of my Matt Peppers show. Again, Matt is running a 20% off sale until summertime when he shuts down his shop. Let me get this back up. Don't get too dizzy. Here we go. Again, if you're on YouTube, you can join our Facebook group called Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap. A very drama-free group. We try to have fun. Fun. All right. Everybody have a chance to put hashtag peppers, right? I love monkeys, but I never thought about that before. Jen needs those. I think from Lauren's show, she was fixing Jen up with those, I thought. Uh-oh, I'm being growled at. Somebody wants to go out. So I got all the animals in here. There's a dog and a cat in here. How do I think about Rocto's peppers? I've only eaten the mini olive Rocto pepper, and I loved it. Uh, I thought they're kind of mushy. Um, I picked them off the vine. They kind of mushed in my hand. But other than that, I thought they were good. I haven't really tasted any other ones. I did taste the JB Rio Grande. That was good. Had a little bit of heat to it, fruity. That was very good. All right. Let me figure out what I'm doing here. We're going to do some prizes. Anybody have any other questions or anything while I get this figured out? We need this, and we need to get rid of this. There we are. We need to restart this, reset it. Okay, hashtag pepper. Last chance before we do some drawings. Oh, you know who I'm talking to? I'm talking to my Ellie dog. Let me. Oh, they want to know who. Yeah, you're right. Can you see it? Oh, there's Ellie dog. And then Junie is at the door over there. Junie the cat. Yeah, that's my Ellie dog. Every time I see her name, her ears flitch. Uh-oh. Okay, you're back. I changed my screen by accident. Let me get rid of this other stuff here. All right. Missy. Yep. It's Ellie Dog and Junie, Juni. We got her in June. Her name was the hostess cupcake called Zinger. Her name was Zinger when I got her from the APL. So my wife changed it to Junie for June. All right. The first drawing is going to be for a few varieties of Matt's Laboratories 3 and 4. It's going to be 6 different varieties. The varieties will be a surprise because that's what it is. And there'll be 2 winners. Are we ready? Oh, someone has Dorothy. Dorothy, it's just hashtag pepper, Pepper, no S. All right, we ready for the first 6-pack of Matt's Laboratory Peppers. Laboratory. Becoming green stalker. Congratulations. Becoming a green stalker. Congratulations. I'm writing this down. If I don't write it down, I'll forget. All right, we're going to do for the second set of the laboratory seeds. Oh, that's Heidi. Sorry, Heidi. I forgot that's who you are. I'll learn these names yet. Congratulations, Heidi. All right, second laboratory giveaway. We're up to 40 viewers already. You guys are awesome. I can't believe it. Lisa Lloyd. Congratulations. All right. I have Green Stalker Labs. that's that's awesome. Green Stalker Labs. I have 5 seeds of the purple gator jigsaw. Let me reset this bad boy. There we go. Is it Camaro, Texas, TX? That's Michael, right? I'm writing down the screen name. All these giveaways, you can contact me via Messenger. Lauren is graciously giving away 2 sets of seeds as well. So you'll contact her. She is a messenger jail. So once we get to her seeds, you can contact her if you win. Uh, that was purple gator jigsaw. I got ahead of myself. This is for Matapino times Sparkler. Here we go. That is LEUNRA Irene. Congratulations, you have 5 seeds of the Matapino Sparkler coming towards you. I'm not really sure who that is. Sorry, but congratulations. I'll learn the names after a couple shows. But you got to remember I'm old, so I'll probably forget too. All right, 5 seeds of Craig's Jalapeno. I guess it's Craig's Giant Jalapeno. Meg Clayton. Shut up, Meg. If you're a family guy, I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Congratulations, Meg. Uh, Ellie wants to know why I'm laughing. I apologize. I should have said that. uh, all right. We got 5 seeds of the Midwest Midnight Orange. Ready, set, go. Yeah, somebody thought my joke was funny. That's a reference to Family Guy. Her dad, Peter's always telling her to shut up. Missy Smith, Kentucky. You're going to get 5 seeds of Midnight Orange. Congratulations. Missy Smith, Kentucky. All right, two more of my drawing. And yes, I know I'm saying on purpose drawing. Five seeds of the petalosa. I got a lot of seeds to package up on. I was just working on last week before I came on here. Peter Pecker 7938. Congratulations. Congratulations, Irene. Okay, we got five seeds of Sukari, 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 right? Kayla Johnson, congratulations. Five seeds of Sukari. Or is that Kyla? Kyla Johnson, sorry. 9147. All right, that's all my prizes, right? Yes. So all you winners can contact me via Messenger, and if you're on YouTube and you're not on Facebook, you can message me there as well. These next two are from Lauren, so thank you, Lauren. She's doing two winners, five seeds each of these six items. I'm going to butcher the heck out of these, so fair warning. Yellow Ding Dong, Milky Way, Gnome Hat, Bohemian Baron, and this other one I'm not going to try to pronounce. Nigegorodes. Anyway, there's two of the varieties. So you're getting six varieties, five seeds each, two winners. Okay. All right. Here we go for Lauren seeds. You will contact Lauren. She is out of messenger jail. You have problems contacting her, contact me and we'll put you in touch. Deborah. Boy, I'm not even going to attempt to say that name. I will butcher it for sure. Zazowski? Is that how you say that? Zazowski. I'm sorry, I'm butchering it. Congratulations. And one more drawing. Yes, if you're winning Lauren Seeds, you need to contact her soon. She leaves on Thursday. Uh, Siskowski. Okay, thank you. Sorry I butchered it, but congratulations. Again, Lauren's leaving on a trip, so you need to contact her ASAP, okay? And last prize for Lauren. Last prize period. Deborah, you can't win again. One more time. Mayor from Afar. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. So, but congratulations, Mayor from Afar. Congratulations, and contact Lauren for your prize. All right. I can't believe you guys hung out for 2 hours and 7 minutes. 39 of you. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I hope you weren't bored. Uh, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a shout on Messenger. And I think that's probably the end of the show, huh? Again, thank you for all being here. And again, I think next week we'll do what happens after your seeds come up and you need to uppot them. And then I don't know, we'll look at some more cool peppers. All right. Thank you everyone for being here, and I am signing out. Have a good night.